Hello, everyone! This is Sterling here, and welcome to Bravely Default 2. Some of you may recognize this game from a previous playthrough. That was on an old computer that could not really handle this game very well. We're doing this again on my new computer, now that I have a webcam that will make it so my avatar works. But, yeah, let's jump right into it. I really like that lantern over there. I mentioned that in our last playthrough too, I think.
I am that which whispers, which carries, which connects. This thread of life, adrift, untethered. It must be woven back into the fabric of the world. Remember. Remember who you are.
Let's see. So, right, it can be changed at any time. So we're going to start with normal. I'm not very good at video games, but we're going to start with normal, and if necessary, I will adjust it. I do like his costume a lot, the main character's little sash belt thing.
Return to the land, to your destiny. Cry out. Call out your name.
Okay. And this time we're not going to almost accidentally type in my real name. Oh, no, hold on. How do I do it? Enter? There we go. It's on here it's sort of a weird combination between the key layouts are a little confusing to me. It's not normal for what a layout would be for a mouse and keyboard game. So it's just a little hard to get used to. However, we're back into it. Now, I don't remember much from our last playthrough. It's been quite a few months and I've had a busy winter and early spring. I also didn't get more than like an hour into this game, so most of it I'll be experiencing for the first time with you guys. And honestly, most of what I played I could barely see half the time because it would just freeze. His cloak, though, I do remember that.
Where am I?
Is this what the crystal wished to show us?
Me! Oh, hi there.
Without a doubt, my lady. Where the light led, there he lay.
Are those voices? But whose?
I mean, clearly they're voices.
He is a young man of the sea.
This is all a little unexpected, I must say. But I trust you, Sir Sloane, and I trust the light of the crystal.
He may not seem much, my lady, but appearances can be deceiving. In any case, he is in need of urgent treatment. Let us return to town with all haste. We will talk more of what this means at a later juncture.
Can't believe I survived.
I can't believe our vision isn't blurry anymore. I spoke too soon. I didn't remember what happened next, but I guess we passed out again. Auto advance, does that mean... I'm nervous to press that, because I don't want to... If it's not spoken... Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, if it's voice acted, I'm okay with it auto-advancing.
Where am I?
You are in Halcyonia, in an inn. Don't be alarmed, you are quite safe. Now that you appear to be capable of speaking, perhaps you could tell me a little about yourself.
Me?
I like her dress a lot now that I can see
Sure,
it.
I mean...
I
I'm
couldn't
just a
make out
regular
any of
sailor,
that detail
I guess.
before.
My ship got hit by this huge wave, and I was swept overboard. I don't remember anything after that. Guess I must have drifted here on the tide.
I see. Then perhaps it was the crystal's will after all.
Huh? What do you mean?
Ah, our young seafarer has awoken at last. Verily, thy plight hath troubled us greatly, friend. We had feared the very worst.
This is Sir Sloane, the royal man-at-arms.
The... what?
His tunic's also
Come,
my
my
favorite
lady.
color.
We must make haste. It will not do to keep King Vernon waiting.
Indeed not. We will leave right away.
Wait, you're going to meet a king? Who exactly are you?
Yeah, that kind of blue-gray is excellent. My
Gloria
favorite.
of Musa, at your service.
Right,
Princess Gloria of Musa, if you prefer my proper title. Although, since my kingdom was destroyed, I've been unsure whether I'm worthy of it any longer.
That's a good
You're
question.
a princess.
I shall explain everything in due course. For now, you would do well to rest a while longer.
Sure. Okay.
Now, for anyone who's watched any of our videos before, you may know that we have an accidental tradition. Okay, that was the other thing, where it says X there. The only thing I can figure out that will make it actually work is right-click, not X, not the X button on the keyboard, you know, like you'd think.
Now, are you?
Yeah. Thanks for letting me stay here.
Don't mention it. It's only right to help people out when they're in need.
Well, thanks all the same. So this place is called Halcyonia, right? Can't say I've ever heard of it. Where exactly are we?
Ah, I didn't think you were from around here. All right, let me show you on a map. Here we are.
What the? This map doesn't make any sense. Where
What
the
do you
heck
mean?
am I?
It's a map.
I
It
heard you
looks
met
like
with
a map.
something of a calamity.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. My ship was hit by a giant wave. Must have been a freak storm or something.
Oh dear. Yes, we've been hearing a lot about enormous waves and the like lately. We're all right here in the city, but I heard they wreaked havoc down on the coast.
That
As
doesn't
most
sound good.
storms do.
Maybe I should go check it out. See if I can figure out what happened to me.
Well, the seaside's not far south of here. Follow the road out of town, and you'll be there in a jiffy. Tell you what, why don't you take the map with you in case you get lost?
Really? Thanks.
Excellent. Oh, and one thing that Rose wanted me to mention to you guys is that even though this is called Bravely Default 2, this is not the direct sequel to the first one, or as far as I know, any other Bravely Default game, because I think there are other ones other than just one, or I mean, just Bravely Default and Bravely Default 2. So this is very confusing as far as like why they called it that. I don't know if there's any answer. Darn it, Square Enix, why do you gotta be like this? Not to date the time that I recorded this, but definitely to do that, actually. But Kingdom Hearts 4 was just announced today. And that looks like a very special kind of weird, as it usually is. But this time he's Sora is like Super HD, like the Final Fantasy VII Remake characters. So... okay.
Princess Gloria, thank you for joining us. I think you may have some inkling of why I have summoned you here. It concerns the future of the Musen royal line. It has been 3 years now since you came here to our kingdom, and while I can only imagine your pain at having lost your realm under such tragic circumstances, there comes a time when one must turn from the past and begin to look forward. I wonder if you might consider making your stay here a more long-term arrangement. Prime Minister Horton has convinced me that in finding you a suitable match, we might sooner bring about the restoration of your kingdom.
Horton,
Indeed. Thank you, Your Majesty.
the guy who I can't
Yes,
tell
with King
if he's an
Vernon's
asshole
permission, I
or
have
the villain.
instructed
He
my
looks
heralds
like
to
the
canvass
villain,
potential suitors
but
for
he
you,
just acts
Princess
like a
Gloria.
normal great asshole.
Muse's unfortunate end need not mean the end of its illustrious line, after all.
I see. And have you any thoughts on the matter, Sir Sloane?
The honorable gentleman's line of reasoning is not without merit. Such an arrangement would indeed benefit Musa in the long term.
Ah, wise words, Sir Sloane. Your reputation as both a warrior and a thinker is well deserved, I see.
Yet I would not dream to speak for Her Highness, of course. 'Tis she and she alone who must decide.
King Vernon, your concern for my well-being is, as ever, far more than I deserve. Alas, I have a sacred duty to perform before I can even begin to consider such worldly affairs. This being so, I am afraid I have no choice but to respectfully decline your suggestion.
What? How dare you treat my... I mean, King Vernon's kind offices with such disdain? Why, a match has been all but agreed already. Do you wish His Majesty to look a fool?
That will be quite enough, Horton. We have no right to expect anything of Princess Gloria beyond her kindness in hearing us out. We are friends and allies of long standing, and her wishes will be respected. If it is not impolite to ask, Your Highness, what is this sacred duty of which you speak?
The time has come for me to recover my kingdom's greatest treasures, the 4 crystals. Fortunately, thanks to Sir Sloane, the Wind Crystal is safely in my possession already, but the whereabouts of the others remain unknown. And that does not bode well. Fire, water, wind, earth, nature's masters. The crystal's power exceeds the hand of man, and if unleashed, would bring down death, disaster, calamity and blight upon the land. I learned those lines as soon as I could talk, and if I understand them correctly, the troubled seas may be merely the first among many calamities to come.
It is my duty, no, my destiny, as Princess of Musa, to do all that I can to prevent further misfortune befalling our world. And I shall fulfill it.
Yeah.
Very well. I understand completely. Princess Gloria, you must go. You must fulfill your destiny.
Thank you, King Vernon. Your understanding in the matter is much appreciated.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, see, the loading screens are now lasting a fraction of what they were before because this computer can actually deal with this. The other one should have been able to, but for some reason this game in particular just broke it like nothing else. I don't know why that was the case. Okay, let's see, can I... It's this way. I see. There we go.